Welcome to Kahuna Tarot. That's the name of this channel. My name is Alexander. I'm a Kahuna, which is a Hawaiian shaman. Today, I will be delivering your daily message. We will cleanse the space with the egg. So if you have any sound sensitivity, it might get a little loud. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's a little overcast and muggy over here for me. So I was just outside getting my workout in, take a little break, do a message for you guys. But today we will be using the Soul's Journey Oracle deck, and uh, I think we'll do the past life too as well. So we'll look into a little bit of past life Oracle deck. So let me shuffle these up and see what we get. But yeah, I hope you guys like the messages this way better. I kind of like it as well. I have the little tripod for my phone, and I can kind of see myself as well too. So I kind of like it. Uh, I know some people they do messages like this. They also do messages where you just see the cards. I kind of like to see the person if I'm watching another tarot channel. It kind of connects me with them, their energy a lot better. So I hope you guys like these videos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and as always, share these videos, get the message out. So let's see. God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? What do you want me to tell people at this time? So right now I have a figure of Dragon Ball Z. This is Goku. This is his god form. So he has a red hair. I think I spoke about that before. I had red hair. I cut it off. It's just I go through phases where I want to do something different. But yeah, that's kind of what's standing out to me. So maybe you're ascending, connecting to a frequency of God, or you need to connect with your higher power. So let's see what came out. Abundance. So abundance came out. Red root chakra. Interesting enough, I was just talking about Goku, and he has his red hair. So yeah, maybe something to do with red root chakra or even God. But abundance is God as well. So God is everything, and there's an abundance of everything. So tap into that energy and create the reality that you want. Next, we have trust. Purple, that is third eye chakra. So, I'm getting trust. Trust the energy that's coming to you, how it's coming to you. It might be coming in a way that you didn't expect it to. So just be open to receiving in different forms. I know I in the past have had a problem with that is I expected things to come a certain way, but that's not how manifestation or energy works. So that was a growing process I had to go through. Um, yeah, I needed to understand that energy is fluid. It's always moving, it's always changing form. So I needed to recognize that I was creating my own blockages because I wanted the energy to come to me in a certain way or a certain form. So it's a learning process. We have regret in reverse. Um, so yeah, just trust the process. Remain faithful to yourself, your goals, your mission, God, higher self, all of that. And you won't regret it. I mean, I can speak for myself as well too. I don't really like to add my own experiences in the readings, but this resonates with me as well too. So like I said, I had to learn to receive in many different ways, and things had to fall away that at the time I was attached to because I felt a wound. There was a wound there that really needed to be healed. So the process of it being taken away, maybe forcefully, was good for me because I learned that I will be perfectly fine without it, and it served its purpose. So it is now time to let go. So, like I said, trusting the process. A lot of the decisions I made, I have no regrets. I learned a lot of lessons along the way, and now I'm sitting in my true power, and I know my purpose. So you might feel the same way. Um, at first, it could be a little scary, especially if you're still in the beginning of your journey where you're being called to take a leap of faith, and this is something completely new. You've never done this before. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how it's gonna go. But when you start doing manifestation with small things and you see that the universe, God is working with you, and this is all for you for either a lesson or a blessing, you will put your trust in yourself for recognizing intuitively what is going on, but also in God to provide what you need when you need it. Then we have surrender. Another purple card, kind of like lavender. So surrender to the process, surrender to God's plan. There is an ultimate plan. Um, it might not align with your vision, but it'll be a lot better. Cause I can attest to that as well too. Is I When I was younger, I wanted freedom just because when you're young, you have all these rules, you have all these authority figures, but as you get older, you you gain a lot more freedom. But I have ultimate freedom. I mean, freedom from a lot of things. Freedom from mental slavery, freedom from working. I'm working from home. I do things on the internet. I'm my own boss. So just things like that, and even just societal pressures. I see them, I can recognize them, and then I've broken free from a lot of the conditioning. So surrender to the process, to God's plan. Then, funny how I was just talking about freedom. We have freedom. So what this does is it gives you a sense of freedom. When you surrender to the process and you see that it works, it might take some time to get to where you want to be, but just know that the steps that are being laid out for you are for your ultimate goal. As long as you keep the ultimate goal in mind. So in this case, let's say it's freedom because freedom came out. As long as you keep the ultimate goal in line of freedom, then the universe has no choice but to give it to you because that's what you're aligning with. You're aligned with freedom, so you have to get freedom. But freedom, there's a lot of different freedoms. There's financial freedom, like I spoke about, being your own boss. There's freedom to travel. There's freedom of time, like your own boss. There's freedom of being single. There's many different forms of freedom. So going back to the main message is allowing yourself to receive these blessings in many different forms. At the bottom of the deck, let's see. Wow. Uh, at the bottom of the deck, we have forgiveness. Interesting. So to me, that immediately talks about yourself. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made. Maybe there's things you went through you didn't know, but now after looking back, now you know. So forgive yourself in whatever timeline you were in where you needed to learn a lesson, but also forgive others. Know that everyone is on different timelines, so they are learning their lessons, or maybe they're not learning their lessons. But forgive them for what they've done as well too. It's not to forgive them for them; it's more for you, so you can have closure and you can move on. The next, um, the next card would be blame. So to me, that is saying take full responsibility for where you are, the choices you've made, and how you've chosen to react. But now let's look into past life. I'll shuffle this up and see what comes out. On the split, we have India, Southeast Asia. If you can see that, it's kind of weird angle. Then we also have Alien. But yeah, past life, shuffle it up, see what. God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? So the first one is kind of just telling me to remain open to receiving in different forms, different ways. So let's see what this one says. What cards come out? Hopefully it correlates with the other one. It normally does. I don't have anything to clarify over here, so I'm just going to continue the message with these cards. One more shuffle, and then we will start this part of the reading. God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? What do you want me to tell people at this time, God? So as always, I always say, create a relationship with God, higher power, or whatever, your own. There should just be a confirmation of what you're already feeling. I shouldn't be telling you anything you already don't know. Okay, so kind of a lot came out there. So let's see. So we have 22. This is Celtic. This is giving me alignment. But it's giving me alignment on like the physical earth realm. So you're aligned. Then we have dis-ease, reverse. Makes sense with the whole receiving. So yeah, you are aligned physically, maybe where you are on earth, you're aligned with your birth chart, or you're aligned to that specific frequency of the place on earth. And then dis-ease in reverse would be more of like, you're just at peace, you're really happy, you're content. So it's looking really good. I mean, this is kind of goes with the other one, is that's kind of just giving me of an energy you want to be in. You're at peace, you're content, you're happy, and you're aligned. So that's the perfect place to be to receive, which is what the other message was. And then is we have abundance. So right there, I think I'm gonna end it right there. That was only just a few cards, but yeah. Um, yeah. So you're just aligned to receive. Uh, so just remain open. Have faith. Keep the goals in mind, and just stay focused on that. I'll shuffle it up a little bit just to see what will be on the bottom and the top. All right, let me see. This came out. Fell on the ground. So Rome. Uh, so immediately what's coming out to me is the saying Rome wasn't built in a day. So you've probably been on a journey, like a long journey to get to this point of you're at peace, you're aligned, and you just feel really good of the choices you've made. And like over here, it says no regrets. Like you have no regrets. That's what this is giving me. So yeah, I'm gonna end the reading. On the bottom, it has forest, but it has 33. The number's 33, and it has a deer, but it's in reverse. So I'm gonna stick with the 33. This might be a new timeline for you, where you are ascended, and then you are now ready to receive pretty much and step into your destiny. And then how it has the deer, that's kind of giving me a sacrifice or something that is like a damsel in distress. But because it's in reverse, now you've stepped into your power. So people before you were ascended, maybe in your south node, had looked at you as a damsel in distress. But now that you've stepped into your power, they see you more as a threat, or there's someone who is really directive and going after what they want. The next card out would be agriculture. So this is giving me you've put in the work and now you are ready to receive. So yeah, looking forward, it just looks like good things are to come. So just like I said, remain faithful, stay focused on your goals, and everything seems like it's going to be working out. So I'm really happy for you. Share these videos. I'm trying to get the message out. In the description box, it has the information for my Facebook. I will share a link to this video to my Facebook. On my Facebook, there is a link to my website with the services I offer. Also, I just released 2 books. If you're interested in those, let me know. Um, I'm selling digital copies for those. And yeah, if not, I will see you on the next video, and be sure to look for other content.